Hi everybody, it's Danny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with Whimsy stamps, and this little snake is called Goodness Snakes. Now this stamp is actually for free at the moment on the Whimsy Stamps shop. If you click on the Whimsy Stamps freebies, you can get this stamp right now. So I'm not sure how long this will last. It is just at this time still available at the time of this video going live. So please go and check it out. I will have all of the picture links on my blog, and I will also have the link below this video so you can check that out there. Now I'm really excited to be getting back and creating. I've gone through a bit of a rough patch lately trying to even get in the craft room, to be honest. On top of having surgery recently, I've also been pulling in some extra shifts at work to try and put some money back in the account after being off, and just to get us through Christmas. So time has been not something that I have had much of lately. So yeah, this stamp is just super cute. I did actually forget to print out some of these sentiments. There is a sentiment set that comes with this stamp as well, so you can download both of those. Don't forget, once you download them, to save them somewhere safe. As we know, computers crash and you don't want to lose all of your digital sentiments. So this little guy I have printed onto some Copic Express It blending card just using my Brother laser printer. And that makes him completely Copic safe, and hence why I'm colouring him with Copic. So I decided to make him a nice green snake, and I chose a lot of red and green papers, so I thought that would be really cute together. And I've given him a little snowman hat and a red and green scarf. I did break him up a little bit, giving him a little gold bauble, and I thought that was just adorable. I will have all of the Copic markers listed on my blog, so if you're interested to know what I used, you can do that there. And we're almost done. I'm just adding in a little bit of darkness in a few little spots. And I decided to add some stippling. So the stippling is the little dotted details around the snake, which I will be adding. I don't think I added the one yet. Maybe I did. Yeah, I did. Alright, so I'm even watching this way too fast. Just working my way through, just doing those last couple of little bits. And then the paper pad that I am using today is the Craft Silly Season 6.5 inch pad. I'm also using a Craft die that I've had in my stash for a while. That is the Decorative Trees die. Here is all the Copic markers that I used. Alright, let's get making. So I did have a couple of pages in mind of what I wanted to use. I really wanted to use this really nice red and green spotted paper. And so I'm just working out what I'm going to do. I decided I was going to run him through my Big Shot using a Lawn Fawn stitched circle die. So I will be doing that shortly. Here we go. I used the second largest one, so I have both of my large and small sets mixed together, so I do apologise, I'm not sure which set it came from. Just using some washi tape to hold it down, and then I just run it through my Big Shot. Alright, so I've trimmed down a couple of pages, and I've got a Kucha Creations card base there. I'm just measuring my circle so I know how big to do that layer underneath. And I'm just working out what else I'm going to add on. I had some more papers, just offcuts from another project, so I decided to try and bring some of those in as well. And so that was that. I did plan originally to add this sentiment on, but I actually didn't end up using it, so that's why I cut the rest of that out of the video. But I needed to show you these trees, so do disregard the sentiment that is on the card. Alright, so here I've got some gold paper. I'm going to run that through just using the Star Topper die. And I've run the trees through just using some leftovers out of my bucket here. I'm just cutting out a couple of stars there, just trying to work out what I'm going to do. This is where I've decided I'm not going to use that sentiment, so I'm just running the bottom of these trees through my Big Shot again, just using some brown cardstock. and I'm just going to cut those down to be the tree trunks for the bottom of the trees. Adding some stars, just using some Helma acid-free adhesive. Just trying to work out what I'm going to do. I actually did add those brown layers to the back of the trees. I was not thinking, so I had to run them through all over again and cut the bases off and stick them to the front. I must have been tired or a lot of painkillers, I don't even know. Alright, so we're just working out our layers. This is where I've gone, oh man. So I've just trimmed that down just to cut some of the thickness down off them, and I'm running them through again. So just cutting off those tree trunks and then just adhering those to the bottom of the trees. Alright, so we are just about done. I'm just trying to work out all of my layers before I adhere everything down. Adding on some liquid adhesive to the backs of those trees, and then I will slide them in behind the snake. I added some Helma scrap dots to the back of the image just to give it a little bit of 3D-ness. Adding some Helma adhesive to the really back layer, and then we're going to adhere it down to a Future Creations card base. So we are just about done. Just adding just a little tiny bit more adhesive where I missed a spot behind. And now I'm just using my Uni-Ball white broad white gel pen, and I'm adding some details to the Christmas tree, and as I did earlier, I added some details to the snake as well. So my card is pretty much complete. I will decorate the inside of the card to match as well. Again, just using some papers from that same paper pad and layering them up inside the card. So using that Helma adhesive again, layering it all up. I did have an excess Christmas tree there, so I'm going to add him to the inside of the card as well. I thank you all for watching. Please make sure you go and grab this free image while it still is available, and I will see you all soon. Bye!